Mr. Astor, Mr. Astor, would you like to talk about your mother and your relationship? Don't worry about it, it's a safe space. I forgot how fucked up this movie was. It's been a while. I haven't seen it since it came out, so it's been a bit. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we're talking about a movie. Movies and TVs we do here, and it's retro review time, everybody. It is the second in the ongoing AMC, or not AMC, jeez, A24 IMAX, A24X IMAX, if you will, presents series where they're putting their most stressful movies in IMAX. Last month it was Ex Machina. Next month it's Uncut Gems. We're also going to do a rich review of that. But tonight, and this was yesterday, this screening was, so I believe it's not showing anymore, but this is also just an excuse to talk about this movie. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. That movie is Hereditary. Hereditary, as you know, may have known, was released in 2018, 6 years ago. It was directed in its feature directorial debut by Ari Aster, who went on to do, who started out in shorts before this. He would go on to direct two more terrific films that are horror mixed with other things, Midsommar and Beau is Afraid. He also has served as a producer on a couple of interesting films very recently, including Dream Scenario and one of my favorite films of the year so far, Sasquatch Sunset. So, yeah, this was where he started in the feature film world. And Hereditary centers on a family where we begin the story. The matriarch of the family, or I guess what's the word for matriarch if it's a grandparent? I guess we'll say matriarch. Passes away. It's the Graham family. She passes away suddenly. She was a very cold woman. Didn't have the best relationship with her kids, particularly one of her surviving children, Annie, played by Toni Collette, in a performance that should have gotten her an Oscar nomination. I think it was ridiculous it didn't happen then. It still is. It will always be. She and her husband Steve, played by Gabriel Byrne, her teenage son Peter, played by Alex Wolff, and her 13-year-old daughter Charlie, played by Millie Shapiro. They are a family, but they don't seem to. I wouldn't go so far. When we meet them, they're not necessarily, I guess, happy, but they seem to be okay for the most part. Dad is sort of focused on his work. Mom is focuses on her work. She makes miniatures, little like dollhouse. She's a miniature artist. Son Peter has most things that 17-year-old boys have on their mind, which is weed, girls, and partying, and hating his parents for some reason. And then Charlie, it's a bit odd. Charlie makes this weird clicking sound with her mouth. She seems to like to make these little toys out of various knickknacks and recyclables. Oh, and sometimes for the head of them, she will cut off the head of a dead bird as the topper. Yeah, she's an odd one. But when tragedy strikes once again, horrifyingly, after a night out with the siblings, the family is splintered, and when they decide to use means that are not of this world to make contact with the lost soul, all hell breaks loose, and not necessarily all of the supernatural variety. The various horrors of the mental health of this family also come into play. It's not only about the supernatural destruction of this family, it's about the mental and emotional destruction of this family. And we bear witness to all of it, and it's horrifying. Yeah, let the madness begin. So Hereditary is... holy shit. You forget how good... he always was brilliant. I got into an argument recently, and at the time, with someone very close to me, who says that the movie's fantastic, but the ending ruins it. I think the ending of this movie is perfect. I think the ending of it is of a piece. I don't want to spoil it because there is a chance that somebody watching this has not seen the film. All I will say is, when the end of first act, if you will, reveal happens, it is shocking, not only for what they show, but how they build to it. Ari Aster is just incredible at putting you in the perspective of this family and taking time to build to the shock. So when the shock happens, it's shocking. It's not that you see anything for too long that's that graphic. It's just that you feel it. You feel the horror of it. You feel the misery of it. He makes horror films that are terrifying, and but doesn't cheapen out. What I love about Ari Aster's films is that he goes to the brink of the human condition, the brink of the horrors and the worst case scenarios of life and mental health of human beings, and offers no respite, because you know what? There isn't, sometimes, more often than not. Yeah, especially in horror films. This is truly a chilling film. It's a moving film. The scene at the dinner table, the monologue that Toni Collette has toward Alex Wolff's character, and his performance too. I also want to credit Alex Wolff. He doesn't, I think, get enough credit for how good his supporting performance is. It's the two of them in particular that I think really make this movie special. When she's going at it, it's amazing filmmaking because it focuses on Alex Wolff's face. And it's how he's taking it in and the hurt that it's causing him that's palpable. And it just hits you so hard. I love this movie. I love Hereditary. This is one of the best horror films of ever. I mean, this is genuinely, and audiences didn't know what to make of it at the time. It was I think a D- on CinemaScore. And it is not, it separates the men from the boys. It is not an easy movie, but it is one of those movies where it's impossible not to be impressed with just how good he is at playing with taking you to the most fucked up scenario and really not showing any light at the end of the tunnel with it. It's chilling, it's frightening. Toni Collette's amazing, Alex was amazing. I could go on, but you know what's coming. Hereditary, if you haven't seen it yet, see it. It is fantastic. It really is that good. You may hate it, but you know what? You can't deny that you'll never forget it. And I'm going to give Hereditary, yeah, you see it, bang, 5 out of 5 stars plus for Hereditary. This is one of the finest horror films that has come out this century. I mean, it truly a modern classic in the making. So, Hereditary, well, already made, kind of. It's a modern classic. So anyway, yeah, Hereditary, 5 out of 5 stars plus. It's because the book on it. Sorry for all the stomping going on. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. The Olympics opening ceremonies in IMAX. Talked about it. It's the Olympics opening ceremonies in IMAX. In a Violent Nature, talked about it, looks good. The Strangers, Chapter 1, talked about it, looks good. Tarot, talked about it, looks good. I Saw the TV Glow, talked about it, looks good. And Maxine, talked about it, looks good. And was there shawarma? No, there isn't, but the needle drop at the end is worth listening to. Not only because it's perfect for the ending of that movie, it's also just a great song. It's Both Sides Now, which is a great song. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. We will be back shortly for a review of Challengers, the latest film from another great filmmaker, Luca Guadagnino. And then tomorrow we'll have a review of Unsung Hero, the latest film from the Kingdom Story Company, the same team that gave us things like Ordinary Angels and American Underdog. So that's coming up. Saturday we will have a retro review of Alien, which is back in theaters for its 45th anniversary. And Monday we will have a retro review of The Mummy, which is back in theaters for its 25th anniversary. And next week we have Tarot, The Fall Guy, The Idea of You, and Turtles All the Way Down. So that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything, and either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of Hereditary? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we're all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.